This is two border collies, Bandit and Spur, working a herd of mama cows and calves that haven't been worked in a couple of years. And the lady's husband passed, and no one's looked after them, and they just rank and wild, and it's hot. They don't want to be moved, and I got to take them about a mile up into corral and pin them so she can separate the calves and take them to the. These old cows are hot, and I finally got them out in the open, and they don't like it. They want to fight, and I'm trying to drive them. It's almost impossible to fetch them. All they want to do is just fight. But Spur's a strong heading dog, and I'm having to sort of keep him behind these cows and make him understand that we're trying to drive them to the corral instead of going ahead and turning them around and bring him back. But he seems to want to. As you see, these old cows are still wanting to fight. Spur's getting himself into trouble trying to stay out front and shut him down, and I guess having a pretty tough time here trying to keep Spur behind. He's wanting to stay out in front. I don't usually use him on drive. He's such a strong heading dog, and he wants to go to the front and shut something down. Right here, I needed him to go to the front and shut something down, and that's what he's good at. He'll get ahead in a minute, and he'll fight to the stop. But here, I'm trying to hold him back and make him drive with Bandit, and he doesn't like that very well, so I'm going to have to start working him on driving a little bit. But I've just been using him for a good strong head dog, and he doesn't understand driving now. As you see, he's after a head. He's a head hunter. We are still making a little progress, having to stop a little bit, fight a little bit, and this old horse out here is not helping much. He's keep trying to fight the cows, so we're having to fight horses and cows, and these cows have no sense of direction other than going back to where they came from, and we're having to move a few feet, fight, and move a few feet more. We have them out in the middle of a big field now, and close to the corral, and as you can see, they want to stop again and fight, and it's about 90 something degrees, close to 95, I would say, and my Bandit dog and Spur dog are about exhausted. And the first thing that goes when the dogs get hot and tired is a bite, and so I put this Calimaster down that usually has quite a bit of bite to him. He's running around with a high tail there. Looks like the cows got him backed out a little bit, but he'll usually get in there and get a hold of the nose and move some. But as you can see, these cows have nothing on their mind except for going back to where they came from, and they run over a dog trying to do it, and so that's the reason I'm keeping 2 or 3 dogs down, because they will take advantage of a situation. And so basically Spur and Bandit's just existing. Spur got a hold of an old cow right there and got his head kicked about half off, and but I'm gonna try these dogs for a little bit longer, and if they can't get the job, there goes old cow running off now. So Calimaster can go to the front, try to shut her down. Maybe a couple of them get out there to turn her. But I might have to take these dogs up and put some more down. But we'll see what we can do here, and see if we can get these old cows moving towards that corral a little bit more. We're not maybe a couple hundred yards from the corral or lane gate now, and then we'll have to push them up a lane about a couple hundred yards, and Then we have them in the corrals where we can separate them. But it's a matter of getting them up to that lane and getting them through the gate, because they sure don't want to go. And like I say, my dogs are tired, and I'm getting tired, and it's hot, and so cows are aggravated, and it's not a good situation. But she wanted to get them up and take them to the sale, and this was the only time I had a chance to do it. And when she could be around, she wanted to see what was going on, and so this is what we ended up with. We're getting the job done. It's not pretty, and it's not a good situation, but when you got old rank cows that haven't been worked, this is what can happen. They're inbred and everything else, but crazy, and it's plain out old mean. And but we're gonna do the best we can here. As you can see, these dogs are just on the last leg. They've been working for a good while, and it's okay. We are getting much of nowhere now. We are close to the lane, but we had to stand still, and the dogs are giving out, and we are not making a lot of progress, but we will eventually get the job done. My cameraman is a good distance away. It's my grandson. He's just a 13-year-old boy, and this is some of his first filming, and he's scared to get too close to the cow, so he's off from a distance, and a little bit shaky. Here I'm trying to help the dogs a little bit. They're tired, but as you can see, the cows will move a little bit off of me, and then they turn around and start fighting, and then they try to run off, and dogs have to go to head and shut them down and start all over again. But the situation is getting almost out of hand here. The dogs are so tired. I'm gonna pick a few dogs up here and take them and get them some water and get them refreshed, and come back and pen them. I'll leave a couple of dogs here to hold them up while I'm getting the other dogs some water, and then when I come back, you'll see them headed to the corral. My grandson didn't get the filming to the end of it, where they went into the lane and so forth, but they went over a little knoll, a little hill, and he was scared to come close, but you saw they were headed to the lane, and we got them pinned and got them separated later on, after we let the dogs rest and the cows take a little break. And but you can see here that we get the job done. It wasn't easy, it wasn't pretty, but the bottom line was she wanted the cows up, and we got them up. And this is where I'm loading some dogs up, taking them to water, and then I'll come back right after this and put a couple fresh dogs down, and they get a hold of cows pretty good, and you'll see them heading to the corral. And that'll be the end of this tape. Like I say, it's a hot day, and it's too hot to even really be working animals, or me be out there myself in the middle of the day. If I'd have had my preference, I'd have picked early in the morning. It's still hot late in the afternoon, but I would have been out there about 6 in the morning, where it was a little cooler and dogs fresh, and they got the job done much faster, easier, and not as bad on me, the dogs, or the cows, or whatever. But you see the cows are headed to the corral, and as the tape ends here.